Hello everyone, and has it been a while? I'm your host, Chips Ahoy, Helmet Head, Roman Desai, whatever you want to call me, and I'll be bringing you the top 10 biggest Wilcox High School Class of 2023 freshman year fails of all time. And yes, I can make that title longer if you wanted me to. Before we begin, make sure you smash that like button, hit the subscribe button, and ring the notification bell. Without any further ado, let's begin. If you've already liked this video, make sure you smash that like button, hit that subscribe button, and ring the notification bell. Anyways, coming in at number 10, we have Daksh Chander. Daksh is not quite the typical Indian student. Instead of taking computer science like all the other Indians, Daksh decided to get into video productions. This was where he has made all of his failures. One important instance of his fail was when he was editing a video for a project. For text in the video, Daksh took a liking for a font. My bad. Taking a liking is an understatement. Daksh practically fell in love and wanted to marry this font. Also, in Video Productions 1, the final project was a music video. His group decided to go with his idea and make a music video about the song Earthquake by Tyler, the Creator. The video was supposed to be about a breakup and how all the negativity was all in the character's head. For shot ideas, Daksh decided to whip out the old reliable symbolism.
Maybe we could get a nice shot of the bush. A nice little bush shot. Where's Roman?
Behind us, I guess.
He's not behind you.
I don't know then.
Why don't you zoom into the trash can? That trash symbolizes his relationship. It's trash. Alright, that was deep. Go.
He made so many terrible attempts of symbolism that his group just decided to roll with it. Unfortunately for the project and the class as a whole, the music video got so rudely interrupted by COVID-19, which led everyone to be unable to finish their music videos. Now, with this video barely even starting, we have come across multiple failures, so if you were shocked to hear this, make sure you smash that like button, hit the subscribe button, and ring the notification bell. Coming in at number 9, we have Zishan Zhang. Zishan is a gamer who is also our freshman badminton hype man. He attempts to make inspirational speeches, however, they just end up turning into jokes, which is kind of funny. During badminton games, Zishan gives the opposing team mad disrespect. For example, he spins every time he hits the birdie to show that he is not taking his opponent seriously. Also, when Zishan posted on his Instagram spam account, he talked about a badminton racket called the Astrox 100ZZ. This man sent an email to the Yonex support team asking if he could get the racket for free because ZZ are his initials. Unfortunately for him, he got rejected by this dude named Nicholas Hanashiro. If that doesn't just break your heart, I don't know what will. Finally, during the Super Bowl, you could see that on Zishan's Twitter account, he is clearly a bandwagoner. One of his tweets was, "Let's go Niners," and then, after the Niners lost, Zishan posts another tweet saying, "Let's go Chiefs." What a sinner. The evidence is right there on his Twitter, and in fact, he even embraced it by posting his 2 tweets on his Instagram spam account. Honestly, just keep streaming on your Twitch. Yes, I just shouted you out. Be thankful. Coming in at number 8, we have Sahil Kumawat. Sahil has definitely gone through some changes within the school year. Some examples? Well, I actually can't think of anything. Good job writing, Roman. Anyways, stop getting distracted. Sahil deliberately chooses not to do spirit days, even though I, as well as our class president, Anika, encourage him to. There really isn't any shame in doing the spirit days at school. Along with this, Sahil has definitely gotten more awkward as the year dragged on. In fact, his vocabulary went down the drain. Here is a list that his friend, Jonathan Lee, has made. Bruh, lol same, ye, fs, lamau, aniga? These 7 phrases are pretty much the only things that he says. Honestly though, what Ryota said was right. 7 phrases are the only things you need to have successful communication. Foreign language classes should take notes. This is also given the fact that it will take 12 years to successfully teach English to American students. Now, while making this video, I was trying not to expose anyone too much. However, for Sahil, I'm actually getting close to the line with this next one. Sahil's girlfriend calls him a player, mostly because of how he has had 2 relationships in middle school, which, I will admit, is actually pretty impressive. Also, whenever I catch him awake late at night, I promptly tell his girlfriend, who immediately scolds him. I'm sure this will ensure Sahil to never stay up late at night again. Finally, Sahil posts cringy close friend stories on his Instagram account. Why does he do this? Well, when he was asked this, Sahil claims that he posted the cringy stories due to him losing in iMessage games. Well, how about this? Why don't you just get good at iMessage games? Anyhow, hopefully this wasn't too much exposing, and in all honesty, this is probably the most exposing that I plan to do throughout the series. Coming in at number 7, we have Jonathan Lee. Jonathan is an Asian who seems like an okay person on the surface. However, you would quickly learn that you are wrong. Jonathan is in a class called Jazz Band, and the people who are in this class are extremely passionate about music. However, Johnny is a different story. When asked about his reason for why he took Jazz Band, he claims that jazz band is better than concert band. One time, during lunch, him and another friend, Arya, threw bananas at each other for who knows what reason. I wasn't there, but it was definitely interesting to hear the story from my friends. The best part about this story is that, even though they were throwing food at each other, when the staff members caught them, they were escorted to the office and were referred to as banana throwers. Isn't that humiliating? First, you get caught, and then you get insulted by adults who don't even know your name. This also goes along with the fact that Jonathan has a very unique personality. Here are some screenshots of conversations that I thought were funny. As you can see, Jonathan appears to get triggered by anything and hate everything. He hates jazz, he hates tennis, he hates spoiled rich kids, you name it. Without a doubt, Jonathan has made some of the biggest fails this school year. Coming in at number 6, we have Se-yoon Kim. Se-yoon was a happy individual who always made people laugh. Now, how did he make these people laugh? Well, he went live on Instagram and made rice. However, he did everything wrong. When he asked his audience what to put in the rice, people told him to put milk in the rice. So, Se-yoon, being the very smart person he is, listened to his audience trying to screw him over. Yes, he put milk in his rice. Even though Se-yoon should be ashamed of this event, he decided to embrace this failure and bring the story to his math class. Sure, everyone laughed, but people also facepalmed at the obvious troll that Se-yoon believed. During a different day, Se-yoon was walking home with his friend, Ken, after school. I was on my bike, and when I saw them on the sidewalk, I decided to say hi. So, I casually biked up to the two of them and said, "What's up?" Se-yoon turned around and made the most high-pitched scream I have ever heard in my entire life. Finally, during badminton tryouts, Coach Darren told Se-yoon that if he found a birdie in one of the several containers that the coach set down, Se-yoon would automatically get in the team. To everyone's surprise, Se-yoon actually found a birdie in one of the containers. So now you might be thinking, how is this a fail? Well, Se-yoon still got cut from the team even though he was told that he would automatically be admitted in the team. Even with all this, Se-yoon is still a pretty fun person to be around, so that is what's keeping him up here instead of the top 3. Coming in at number 5, we have Anika Bose. Anika was the freshman council president, and she was taking many of the best classes a freshman could take. Anika definitely played a key role in the successes of Homecoming and Fantastics. However, this does not exclude her from being a potential victim of failure. The first blunder that Anika managed to come up with was saying yes to her current boyfriend asking her out. Now, why was this a fail? Well, Anika gave people advice beforehand to not date anyone until sophomore year. After quite some time, Anika said, and I quote, "IDKY, I said yes, Lamau." Now, this is not to say that this was a regrettable decision. In fact, the two of them have come to stay together to this day, which is definitely impressive. But another fail that Anika had was when a freshman, Tuan, claimed that Anika was awkward. Here are some screenshots to prove. It was such a traumatic moment for Anika that she decided to bring it up to her friends the next day during math. Speaking of math, Anika has this weird habit where she just constantly brings up stuff. Okay, we get that you're extroverted, but it gets annoying sometimes. It got to the point where Ziana, a fellow classmate, decided to keep track of every time Anika brought something up. Oh, you thought we were done? Wrong. During the days leading up to Fantastics, the freshmen did not have enough people doing the dances and games. The freshman class of 2023 required more participants, and no one was willing to volunteer because, quite frankly, it did not interest most of the freshmen. Anika's solution? Force people to do Fantastics. When I went to confront her about this, Anika claimed that she did not force people, but instead, she heavily encouraged people to do Fantastics. That's like saying he did not force her to have sex, he heavily encouraged her to have sex. Thanks to one for the quote. All in all, Anika has had some major failures throughout freshman year. However, with her being at number 5, things can only get worse. Coming in at number 4, we have Coven Doctor. Coven was taking English honors in pre-calculus, which is the most advanced math class that any freshman could take. So, you might be thinking, how could someone that smart possibly fail as much as the others on this list? Well, Coven is a scrawny Indian kid who is 6 feet and 3 inches tall. Isn't that remarkable? However, this impressive feat is not to be looked up upon, figuratively. Coven got triggered over people making smart comments that he is very tall. Another thing that set him off was his last name, Doctor. You would think that he should be a doctor so he could be called Dr. Doctor. I don't understand why he doesn't embrace this and go for that title. He even went off on a small rant over other people's last names. I guess that when you're that committed to math, you don't suddenly shift gears and go for something much better than whatever you are doing right now, especially if that entertains other people. Another great event was, while Coven was on his way to SSR, he walked into a pool. Twice. That's embarrassing. I even witnessed it happen, and I thought it would be funny if I didn't tell him that there was a pole directly in front of him. Turns out my prediction was wrong. It wasn't just funny. It was really funny. Coven even got a little aggressive because of that fact, but it was all worth it. During the swimming unit for PE, my class was practicing diving. I was watching to see how other people dived until I came across Coven. Because Coven is so skinny, it made his dive look like a pencil dive. It also doesn't help the fact that there was a huge splash when he landed in the water. It totally looked like a brick fell from the sky and landed in the pool. This was such a remarkable failure that I even started randomly cracking up during dinner, and I didn't think that was even worth it to explain to my parents when they asked me what was so funny. After seeing that even a smart person could be on this list, it really opens the doors for who are the remaining 3, so make sure you smash that like button, hit that subscribe button, and ring the notification bell.